and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Elliott. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep,
and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
It's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A first down carry for Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
at the 16-yard line.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Two yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
By anyone's measure, C.D. Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 1st half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play. It may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and the lead's 5-14.
Next score, Cowboys 35, Giants 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And all the way down to the 29. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
The give is to Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Get on the field, defense.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Throwing, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence tracks him down way in the backfield for a loss of 16. And on 4th down, on this one away. 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Prescott off play action. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And shedding through the tackle. Still churning. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2nd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A give to Elliott running left. Shoves him aside. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Hey, kill. 47, 46.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Tony. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley, and he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Prescott to throw. Washington's got it. Pushing his way through. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance. But that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,